And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream here on the Film Stock channel. It's been a few weeks, but we're back. It is June 17th, 5 p.m. Eastern. And we're here to hang out. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good evening. It's going to be dare I say, a brand new day. Lots to discuss. Lots to discuss in the world of movies and TV, especially Spider-Man Brand New Day. Trailer drop today. Tickets went on sale today. Lots to discuss there. Summer movie season is in full swing right now with lots to look forward to. In about a month, I mean, we'll all have seen the Odyssey. That's crazy. 1 month from today it releases. So, of course, the Thursday screenings are on the 16th. Lots to discuss, lots to catch up on, but hope everyone's doing well. Welcome in if you're joining live. If you're here on the replay, glad you could make it. Hit that like button. Helps out tremendously. Huge way to help support the channel. And what else? No Diet Dr. Pepper today. I have a water, though, so I'm going to open that real quick. Fire off your questions. I'll be hanging out for about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes today, so fire them off. I'll get to as many as I can. I won't be able to get to every question. Super chat is the way to go to guarantee that I get to your question, comment, concern. We actually already have a super chat on deck that I'm going to get to momentarily. But I appreciate you guys for joining, and it's good to be here. Vibes are high. Here we go. First question from Star Wars Fanboys, a super chat says, Chris, did you get your tickets for Brand New Day? Which is a timely question considering the tickets went on sale this morning. Currently, I do have tickets in my possession. I got them through the Amazon Prime early screening. So that'd be Wednesday, July 29th. I have tickets for that right now. But we'll see if I like it. Honestly, there's always an opportunity, right, with what I do to see movies early. So that could be the case with Spider-Man. Sony in the past, they're interesting the way they handle local press screenings, but there's a chance I'll see it even before then is what I'm trying to say. I don't know the details of that yet. I would hope that actually I would see it before then, but only time will tell on that. Regarding that, of course, I'll have an out-of-theater reaction and all that jazz. But yes, I do have tickets as of right now, Wednesday, July 29th. So really not that far away if you think about it. It's nearly here. Very excited. And talking about the trailer, I did a reaction. I dug it. I don't know if I like the first or second trailer better. And I don't know. I feel like this trailer, I feel like both of them, the vibe I get is they're hiding a lot. Like, yeah, they showed Hulk. They showed, a lot of Spidey action, but they've strategically edited these trailers. And I think there's some Marvel trickery at work here. I mean, even in this one, noticeable moments where characters were just not saying what they were saying in the trailer. Does that make sense? It's like, I think it was a scene with Banner and Peter, and like I think they cut the dialogue up so intentionally to hide like plot details. And Marvel does this all the time with their trailers, but it was really noticeable in this new one. They're hiding something. Sadie Sink's character hasn't been revealed. It's like 99% going to be Jean Grey. We don't know officially yet, but they're really. I actually kind of respect the fact that they're hiding that. I'm kind of bummed because I just want to be like, that's Sadie, she's Jean Grey, officially confirmed. But I think they're saving that for the movie. And I tip my hat to them for that, honestly. You have to respect it. It's so easy in today's climate to just reveal everything about your movie and marketing. And it seems like they're going to withhold who she's playing. She might be involved with press and she'll be at the premiere and interviews and all that, cast questionnaires, all that. But she's not going to be, who she's playing might remain, hidden. So we'll see. No, Brand New Day is on the mind right now. The Odyssey is on the mind. Those are the I will say actually the two biggest movies of the summer that I haven't seen. I have seen Toy Story 5. But those are the three biggest movies of the summer. I'm reevaluating how I would have gone into the summer, like with box office predictions. And I think Toy Story 5 might actually win the summer. It might beat Spider-Man. I don't know. Both of them, it's going to be a dogfight. But not that it really matters, by the way. Box office numbers are just kind of fun to talk about. But yeah, I think those two will be the highest grossing of the summer. Not as high. I'm a little hesitant about Moana live action. The tide's kind of turned on that one. But no, thank you for the question. And yeah, I'm excited to talk some more Spider-Man on the stream. This one here says, what's your Mount Rushmore of directors? Great question. I mean, Spielberg's going to be on there. I've seen all of his films and over, multiple decades. He's proven he's versatile. He can do it all with different genres. So I'd say Spielberg. Modern day, I'd go Nolan. I don't know, though. After that, it's like, it's tough. Personal, versus objective. I would say those two occupy two spots for sure. From there, it's like, you choose. I think if it came down to it, I would have had to have seen all their movies or most of them. So I'd probably have to throw, I guess, like a Tarantino on there. At least he has his own distinct style. And then from there, it's difficult for me, truly. Maybe if you would ask me before 2020, I would have said David Fincher, but I don't care for his most recent movies that much. So, well, I mean, don't hold me to it. I guess I would throw him on there. I'm probably forgetting someone, but yeah, that's who I would say right now, probably. It has been a few weeks. Thank you guys for tuning in here. It's been a few weeks since I did a stream. Is WALL-E now close to top 10 Pixar movies? Yeah. I rewatched WALL-E. I hated WALL-E. If you didn't know that about me, like, it was a thing. I consistently brought it up. I thought it was the most overrated Pixar movie. Watched it the other day, had a complete change of heart on it. It'd been over 5 years since I'd seen it, and I wanted to go in fresh and see if I could, like, have my eyes open. And I went in expecting that not to be the case. Sure enough, it worked for me. I had my WALL-E awakening. I typed up a review on Letterboxd. I actually did a little short. I'm editing. Actually, was editing it right before going live here. So I'll have a little video on that, and then I'll address that when I get to my Pixar ranking later in the week. I'm going to watch a few more movies because I'm pretty, like, set in stone on a lot of Pixar's catalog. Like, I've seen them. I know where I stand. But there are a few where I'm like, it's been a few years. And, like, can this move up or should this move down? I'll watch a few more this week. But, like, you know, the top dog, like, I know what my top dogs are. I know what the bottom dogs are. There's some in the middle of the pack where I'm like, does some reorganizing need to happen? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get that out over the weekend, hopefully. But yeah, I WALL-E is sniffing top 10 Pixar for me. I'll hint at that. What's good? Welcome in. Good to see you in here. TASM 2 or Spider-Man 3? Spider-Man 3. I think Spider-Man 3 is overhated. I think Spider-Man 3 is very memeable. It's very, it's overstuffed would be a word I would use. A lot of that studio interference. It's still so charming to me. And maybe I am blinded by nostalgia, but it's so charming to me. I could watch that movie right now and just be quoting the whole thing. Again, Super Chat is a guarantee that I can answer questions. Also, just a huge way to help support the channel and go the extra mile. It's not expected, but it means a lot if you guys go the extra mile. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Trailer looks absolute cinema. Cinema, one could say. Yeah. It's trailer 1 or trailer 2. I haven't been on Twitter much today. What's the consensus? Are people, like, a bigger fan of this new trailer or the old trailer from a few months ago? I don't know where people stand. I really don't. My day was good. Thank you for asking. Just Spider-Man filled, you could say. Wendy's in the chat and Taco Bell. Those are throwbacks to, like, 2020 for those who don't know. Shout out Jacob Starcourt in here modding. Just read the pre-sales for Brand New Day are strong, but not as big as No Way Home. Still will be a huge opening. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be, a very comfortable $1 billion film, maybe $1.5 billion. We shall see. Hello there. Is it still bad that I believe in conformity gate? Probably, yeah. It might be time to move on from conformity gate. I never believed in that. It's just not happening. But I will say Stranger Things is kind of back this year. We're getting a Halloween Horror Nights house in Orlando, Florida. It's Stranger Things 5 themed. So if you're into that, if you didn't know, if I just broke the news for you, there you go. But I might actually try and go. I've never been to Horror Nights, and I want to experience that, especially with it being, like, the final time they'll probably ever do Stranger Things. It's something I'm very interested in, so I'm looking into that for sure. Let's see. Tell me one reason why they didn't show Sadie Sink's face. Because they want to save the reveal for the movie. That's really my answer. I think they want to save that reveal for the movie. Because it's going to be like one of those, like in the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, Mysterio is portrayed to be a good guy. We all knew he was going to have a turn. They saved that for the movie. Oh, shoot. Jake's in the house. Shout out Jake, long-time subscriber. Jake and I have had interactions all the way back to, like, 2020, I want to say, dude. So hope all's well with you. Got a new award-winning film out from a 48-hour festival. Would love your thoughts. Also been crazy out of Obsession recently. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well too, man. Yeah, a lot of folks in my life have told me I need to watch Obsession, so you can add another to the list with Jake. I know my my buddy Jacob, who's Starcourt, will be happy you said this. I was supposed to see it Monday. It fell through. It's been, I honestly, and I know people will get mad at me for saying this. This is just how I've always been, though. I want to, like, if I could watch the movie tonight on my TV, I would. I know people will get mad. People have their opinions about the theatrical experience. I love a good theatrical experience. I would love to just watch it on my TV at this point because it's been out for almost a month. I'm like, the second it's on digital, I'm watching it. So if I have to, like, that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. Very much. I did the same thing with Send Help, the Sam Raimi movie. Maybe I'm single-handedly responsible for, the downfall of theater going. I'm kidding. I mean, yeah, I want to see it. Like, I really do. Genuinely. I'm excited to watch the movie. I will watch it when it comes out on digital. If I haven't seen it in theaters, I will definitely check it out. But no, awesome, dude. Keep going. I saw your on Instagram. I saw, I think it was Instagram, that you might be trying to do like a sketch comedy thing. That's dope, dude. So I'm rooting for you, man. Keep at it. Is that on your YouTube? I haven't checked it out yet. The new film of yours. Let's see, where was I in the chat? How was the 5 Seconds of Summer concert? What's your favorite song there? Yeah, so I did go to their concert last night with Cam. I've actually seen them twice now because I go with Cam. Like, I'm not like a huge 5 Seconds of Summer fan. I don't listen to their music a ton, but I will say this much: I've heard, like, I'm there's one song I like by them that they didn't even play. Hold on, it's called "Talk Fast." I really like that song, but this song, let me look it up real quick. What's that guy's name? See, I'm very much just tagging along with Cam when I go to see them. But there is a song they played. It was what the hell is it called? It's I got to look it up now. Hold on one second. What's the guy's name? Five Sauce. Yeah, so the song that I really like is, it's by one of the dudes. I sound like such an amateur right now. It's Luke Hemmings' song. I think it's called, it's the one that's like, maybe it's called Starting Line. That sounds about right. If that's what I'm thinking, Luke's song, Starting Line. That's the one I like quite a bit. It's his solo song. But no, that's kind of just my experience with Five Sauces. Like, I'm chilling. I'm having a good time, but I don't know their discography like that. I'm just kind of there. But no, I enjoyed the show. It was a fun time. They put on a good show. And it was loud, too. Like, anytime I go to a concert, the next 2 days, my ears are just always ringing. Always, Monsters Inc., always watching. My ears after a concert, always ringing. All right. We got a super chat here. It says, Brand New Day looks awesome. Sadie's role is so interesting because everything points to Jean, but that just makes no sense. What do you think happening to Peter? Yeah. I mean, it's the vibes I'm getting from the new trailer. I'm getting Spider-Man 2 vibes in a way, almost blended with Spider-Man 3. Like this symbiote storyline of 3 where Peter's like losing himself to almost a darkness, but then the identity crisis of 2 blended into one movie that is Brand New Day. I never want to overhype something, but I have a feeling as a standalone film, this could be the best of the Holland era. I love me some No Way Home. You guys know I love that. That's still a top tier MCU movie for me. I think Brand New Day has a chance to stand alone as it's a great film separate from the Toby and Andrew of it all, which of course I am a defender of No Way Home. So I am of the opinion that their presence in that movie isn't cheap, isn't fully nostalgia. Like, they serve a purpose for Tom's Peter. However, we can all acknowledge, I think, right, when we go and rewatch No Way Home, we're just like, I can't wait for them to show up. I'm not saying the first half or first hour of No Way Home is bad. I'm just saying that's a fact. Like, they take the movie to a whole nother level. I think Brand New Day, it's just Tom the whole entire time. I think with him carrying a Spider-Man movie, that it has a chance to be the best, especially for his legacy as Spider-Man. So, I'm intrigued. Now, regarding Sadie's role, yeah, I think that they'll make it make sense. And it might tie into Doomsday. Like, these are things, this is the exciting part of it, is like, I have no idea how they're going to make it work, but they will. I have confidence they'll make it work. I'm not worried about the movie being a mess, honestly. I think that there is going to be good reason for what's happening to Spider-Man, and if she's Jean Grey, for why she's doing what she's doing. Sorry, I just hit my computer. Real interested, though, let me tell you. Like, I don't know. I think that, man, especially, like, how is this movie going? Because this is the last MCU movie before Doomsday. I think it's going to have a definitive ending. I think there's going to be 2 like really juicy post-credit scenes, maybe like some of the most important in the history of Marvel. Genuinely. Super Dad here says, do you want Sebastian Stan to play Victor Zsasz? No, I want him to play Harvey Dent. I like Victor Zsasz. When I hear Victor Zsasz, I think of the Arkham games. I think Victor Zsasz might have even been in like freaking, what is it, Birds of Prey. I feel like Victor Zsasz is in that movie, but very creepy character. I feel like it would not be a waste. I think he could do it, but I would rather see him play Harvey Dent because I would want to see the downfall. Like I want to see him be the beloved like White Knight of Gotham, you know, and then bam, tragedy strikes and he's Two-Face. I think that I would rather see that because I think there's more meat on the bone with that role, especially for Sebastian Stan. So I would much rather him be Harvey Dent. I'm not going to be like rioting if he's not Harvey Dent, but I really hope he's Harvey Dent. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you guys here. Trailer was crazy. Yeah, I have not seen the Burrows. I have it on my list of things to catch up on. I haven't seen the Burrows. I haven't seen something very bad is going to happen. Heard good things about both. I've heard the Burrows is better, but obviously I would have to watch and form my own opinions on that. I have not read Sunrise on the Reaping yet. I'm intentionally waiting until later because I read like, and this is maybe from years of school and then in college, but like when I read a book, I always read it with deadlines. And so if I go in and if I started reading it right now, it would just be so leisurely that I would probably like fall off with it. But if I started it in November or started it in, you know, October, and I was like, I have to read it by this date when I see the movie, then I'll be able to actually do it. That's just how my brain works with reading. Gavin in here, shout out Gavin, always asking bangers. Do I have any ambition to make a movie one day? I don't. I really don't. No, I actually I like to shoot things with my friends when I was in like middle school. We would make these like America's Fun, like these funny home video type things. Really, if I wish I still had them. They're like lost footage. I don't know where it went, but just like unintentionally hilarious moments. Still, I talk about with some of my old friends when I see them. And then we tried to make like a Jason Bourne movie one time. We shot for like a day on like a flip camera, and it was dumb. And then we also, what did we do? Oh, in college, I did like some short film stuff. Like I had to for the major I was taking. And as I got into that I realized it just wasn't my cup of tea. So no, I have no ambition to make a movie, but I know, yeah, it's insane. Like especially learning about at least being on like the crew of a film set, not like a writer director, the strain it takes. There, like I took some classes where there were like people giving interviews, like these are like grips, people on set or the technical side of things, and they're working like 14-hour days, grueling conditions. And then given the pay setup they had, it was like, dang, these people were just grinding. I mean, I'm talking about the technical side of things right now, not the people who are aspiring filmmakers, but like the light people, people who make the sets. Insanity, really. Let's see. I haven't checked out Spider Noir yet. Honestly, is it weird that I don't know if I care to? I've heard good things. I just don't know what it is. So I couldn't even tell you right now. Something about it, I'm like, I just don't feel like watching it. I don't know. There are shows like that every year. And no one I even really know outside of the internet space has even watched it or talked about it. So it's it kind of just came and went. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Noir. Thoughts on Tombstone having a small role in Brand Day? Bring it on. I'm always down for, as many Spidey and as many comic book villains as possible because it makes the world feel more lived in. Tombstone being here, it's cool if like in the 4 years since we last saw Spider-Man, he's had interactions with Tombstone. And so there's like an interaction with him in the streets of New York, but it's not that serious. Like he's not a main villain. It's just in passing, oh shoot, that's Tombstone. And he has a little fight with him in the streets. Like it makes us say, oh wow, this is a very lived in world. Spidey's got some enemies now. And it shows the progression of the city since the last time we saw it. So yes, I am okay with that. I hope I really hope they go the Fantastic Four first steps route, but prolong it. What I mean by that is the opening of that movie has like a minute or two of the Fantastic Four, like a montage through them fighting different villains. I wish they spent more time on that. And I think they're going to do it here where it opens with a montage of Spidey over the last 4 years. Maybe I think that's where he might fight Scorpion. There's also a shot of him with like, I think Tarantula and Boomerang, I think those will be I think those will be sorry. I think those will be in the openings, what I was trying to say. But I don't know if Tombstone's going to be a main villain. Like, who is the main villain? Is it Jean Grey? Is it the Hand? Like, there's so much going on, and kind of adds to the intrigue of the movie going in, honestly. I'm also happy they're hiding stuff. Agreed. Got my tickets. Yeah, who else got their tickets? Tickets? Polar Express, anybody? Yeah, the trailer was sick. I agree. Trailer was sick. Got my Prime tickets as well. Let's see. What's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you here. Good to see you. Do you think the Odyssey will beat Minions and Moana at the box office this year? Honestly, I thought Moana was going to do $1 billion at one point. I just don't see that happening anymore for some reason. I think it is because of it coming out right before the Odyssey and Brand New Day, and then Minions coming out right before it, and Toy Story 5 still being a problem when it comes out. I'll say if I had to rank those three right now, I've really changed my entire viewpoint on this Moana thing. I don't know what it is. I could be off base because Moana 2 made a lot of money. I would say I would go Moana makes about 700 to 800. The Odyssey makes 800 to 900. And then Minions probably does 900. I think every Minions movie has done 900 to $1 billion. And like, I don't know, it just comes out of nowhere. Maybe I'm off on that. But no, I think there's a chance the Odyssey could win that battle. I don't know. I don't think any of these three do $1 billion though. I was talking about this with my friend earlier today. I think the only $1 billion films this year are going to be Super Mario Galaxy. Looks like Michael's on pace to hit $1 billion. Toy Story 5 and Brand New Day, and then Doomsday. I think those are going to be only $5 billion movies. I don't think Odyssey gets there. I don't think Minions gets there. I don't think Moana is going to end up getting there. I do not think. What else comes out this summer? Supergirl? Hell no. I don't think that. Mando, obviously not. Masters of the Universe, obviously not. Hunger Games, I don't think we'll get there. I think it will do very well. The new Disney animated movie in November, no. Jumanji, no. Dune, no. But I think Dune will be the highest grossing Dune movie. I think it'll make about $850 million. I think the last one it was in the 700s. So I think it'll make more than that. But I don't think it'll make $1 billion. So no. I think it's only going to be, I think Spider-Man sells, Pixar sells, especially Toy Story. And then Avengers is kind of speaks for itself. Like just the title alone. And once they drop a trailer, which will happen, I guess now in July, whatever, it'll get people talking. The movie could be legitimately have a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it doesn't matter. Like it's the first 2 weeks will be so big, it'll make $1 billion. So we'll see. I don't think I'm doing a Brand New Day trailer breakdown. To be honest with you, don't think I am. The Incredibles or Cars? Give me The Incredibles all day. I'm not a huge Cars guy. I think Cars is solid, but it's never been like the one where I'm like, yeah, that's the Pixar movie. Super chat here. It says, have you ever seen a film/TV show do something that in any other film/TV show you would view as uncomfortable or hard to watch, but was handled in a way that you could watch it? It's a really good question. It's kind of a deep one too, off the dome for me to think of. I really don't have an answer for this off the top of my head. I think that. So what have I watched a movie where something was, oh, that's hard to watch? I mean, yeah, it's a tough one. I'm trying to think of an answer for you real quick. Let's see. I could approach this a lot of ways. And the way I could approach hard to watch, it could be like, oh, but I'm actually going to go the cringe route. I think that makes it easier for me to answer this question on the spot. And so have I ever seen a film or TV show do something that in any other show would have been uncomfortable or what I'm going to describe as cringe, but it was handled in a way that you could watch it? I don't know, man. That's such a tough one to answer off the top of my head. Like I'm trying to think of an actual example real quick. Maybe like, I don't know. This is not even a good answer to this question, to be honest with you, but it's just the first thing that came to my mind. When reading the question, I think, what is a scene that is uncomfortable for a character to express, but a show or movie handles it so beautifully, right, and makes it easy for the characters. In my mind, just immediately went to Stranger Things season 3 after thinking on this, because whenever I default is Stranger Things. Okay, season 3, I think one of the best scenes in the show is so well written, and maybe it wouldn't be well written in another show. Maybe it would have been uncomfortable in another show, but the way that Maya Hawke and Joe Keery act the scene where Robin comes out to Steve, it's just so natural. The flow is there that without missing a beat, Steve immediately is like accepting Robin. Like, that's the scene that came to mind when I was reading this. Would that have worked in any other movie or show and with those, actors, but different writers? I don't know. It was that scene. It could have definitely been uncomfortable and maybe like came off as not cringe, but like poorly written, I'll say, in another piece of media. But the Duffers and everyone involved nailed that scene, and it's just such a wholesome moment. So there you go. And that was kind of off the dome. Don't even know if that was a good answer to the question, but that's the first thing that came to mind. Just booked my ticket for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Very nice. Seems like a lot of folks did, and very, very good to hear. What movie influenced you the most growing up? Probably the original Star Wars or Raiders. Will I ever be on the escape pod again? And what number episode were we on? I don't remember, but I was we actually did an episode, and I think it was like 2024, I want to say. I don't know what the number would be, but it was talking about Stranger Things. And then we did one on their Patreon as well last winter. So it was fun. It was fun times. I have not seen Michael. I intend to watch Michael relatively soon. I'm going to do a catch-up of 2026 movies, and that's one of the ones I'm going to catch up on. Mount Rushmore of Disney/Universal rides and roller coasters. Combining the two makes it tough. But because we're combining the two, I can put Hagrid's on there. I can put Velocicoaster on there. I'll do 2 from each. So those are my 2 from Universal. And then from Disney, I would put Expedition Everest. And then this is the roller coaster one I'm doing 2 because I love it so much. So I'd go Hagrid's, Velocicoaster, Everest, roller coasters, maybe Cosmic Rewind. Then for rides, I would go Monsters Unchained. I would go Haunted Mansion from Disney. I would go with dang near Rip the Great Movie Ride. It would be on there. It's not a ride anymore, but it counts. And then I would probably throw like, I don't know. I like Pirates of the Caribbean, so we'll say that. How about that? Or no, we'll switch that out for a Universal one. We'll go with the Spider-Man ride. We got some super chats rolling in, so I'm going to get to those. Appreciate you guys for doing that. Super chat here from Zay Reviews says, just started my YouTube channel with rumors of more Stranger Things cast being looked at for the X-Men reboot. Who would you cast? Well, hey, everyone go check out Zay Reviews on YouTube. Go subscribe if you haven't. I would say, I mean, Sadie Sink is like very clearly to me, has to be Jean Grey. Has to be. Perfect. I think she's setting herself up for success for the next decade. If I had to put another Stranger Things cast member in there, I mean, I don't know. I would probably say, I think Maya Hawke would be fun. I think her and Sadie have a great dynamic in real life. Who could she play? You decide. I know that a lot of fan castings just in general are happening for Rogue right now. A lot of fan castings happening for Cyclops. A lot of fan castings happening for Beast. It's pretty safe to say we're not going to get Wolverine anytime soon. But of like the Stranger Things cast, I've seen people say they want to see Millie be in the MCU. I could see it, but I think she has a Netflix deal. She's probably content with that. So no, I don't know. Off the top of my head, I mean, we already got David Harbour, Joseph Quinn, and now Sadie in the MCU. Let's throw Maya Hawke in there. And then, of course, Joe Keery, guys. I don't care who he plays. I just want him there. I think him as Harry Osborn, I can't unsee. So I really hope that actually ends up happening. But no, I'm excited to see who they cast. And if they're going to, I wonder if they're going to do that at SDCC this year. I don't know if they're going to want to like drop the ball. Hey, this is the cast, or if they're going to save it. Michael with super chat. Thank you, Michael. What is going on with Outer Banks Season 5? Great question. And I'm kind of concerned. Not that it won't happen. It's obviously filmed. It's in the can. It's just, why haven't we heard anything? Normally, if you go back, especially for season 4, we got our first tease and like date. I think it was in August, and the season came out in October. So by that math, if they dropped a trailer this week, the earliest we would get the season is August, right? So the summer window's closing fast. I really hope we get something in July so that we could maybe get it in late August or September. But if it's like October, November, I'll be kind of bummed, because I think Outer Banks is just it is just such a summer show. Summer is built in. The vibes, especially the early seasons, scream summer. And it is a huge show. And Netflix has already kind of filled up their summer slate. Next week, you get the new season of the Netflix live action Avatar. A bunch of other things are coming out, you know? And so I'm kind of bummed about it. Like, I really thought it was going to be clearly released in the summer, and July is off the table. July is off the table. They haven't even dropped a trailer. I mean, maybe out of the blue, they could say, hey, July into July. But I feel like it's probably going to be August or September, and maybe I'm leaning October, November. So yeah, I'm bummed. I really wish we got more news on it. I don't know what else to say. We're kind of just in this weird period of nothingness for Outer Banks. It's kind of sad, honestly. All right. Thank you guys for the super chats, by the way. Appreciate it. TASM 1 or Far From Home? TASM 1. I think TASM 1 is better. I think that's actually a pretty underrated superhero movie. The coming of age vibes, Andrew's performance, the dynamic between Gwen and Peter, and even the soundtrack. There's a Coldplay song I really like on there. Opinions on The Outsiders. Read the book back in middle school, watched the movie. Classic stuff, really. Classic stuff. Tom Cruise, Emilio Estevez, Matt Dillon, I believe. C. Thomas Howell, Ralph Macchio. Who else? Stacked cast. Patrick Swayze, stacked cast. Did I see the Shrek 5 trailer? I did. You know, I've never seen Shrek 3 or 4. No desire to. I've heard their big step downs. I've only seen the first 2 Shreks. Which, you know, this blows people's mind. I didn't grow up on Shrek. It was out. I just didn't watch it until I was like 15 for some reason. And then I watched Shrek 2 like in 2020. I see the obsession discourse continues. Hope all's well with you too. Thank you for stopping in. Spider-Man Brand A trailer came out, and wonder what you think. Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I think that it showed that there was more mystery in this trailer. There was a darker tone. I think they're going to balance the tones well. I'm excited. I'm just ready for those movies, the big heavy hitters of the summer, like some of the biggest releases of the whole year. I've always gotten excited for those, and so I'm just ready to sit down and watch them. Favorite and least favorite episode of Stranger Things season 5? Favorite, I don't know. What's my least favorite? I think my least favorite is The Bridge, which is the penultimate episode, just because of the placement and the end point. It especially for it to have ended a volume, I understand why people, and I even remember being like, yeah, that's my only thing is that's like the cliffhanger ending. So I was a little bummed with that. But favorite episode, it's probably either the finale or Sorcerer. I really like Shock Jock though. Shock Jock is very underrated in terms of overall episodes of the show. Who's your favorite Marvel character and what's your favorite Marvel movie? So it's not MCU, so I could play around with this a little bit. My favorite Marvel character is probably Spider-Man by default, you know, just from all the, you know, the animated films, the video games, all of it. It's Spider-Man. Iron Man is the MCU, but Spider-Man in general. And then favorite Marvel movie, I love the OG Spider-Man, but I want to give you a different answer. I mean, Infinity War from the MCU, but in general, 2002 Sam Raimi Spider-Man comes to mind. I love that movie. Love it. Honestly, no, I cannot believe Tom Holland and Zendaya are married. It's so rare for like co-stars to actually have like a healthy relationship. How much are movie theater tickets in the US on average? In the UK, they're between $13.95 and $21.92. Yeah, I think they're I never see a ticket under $15. Depending on format, I think IMAX is like. So I just bought tickets to see the Odyssey in 70 millimeter IMAX, and it was like $33 after tax, which is very pricey. But it also is, it's like an actual event, so I don't mind it. But the like Dolby is even expensive. Dolby is like $27, but it depends on time of day. Most times it's like $16 or $17 around here, where I live at least. Jack in here. Shout out Jack, dude. Hope all's well with you. It has been a hot minute. Dude, Andor, yes. I loved Andor. I'm so glad I finally watched it. It is top tier Star Wars for me. It genuinely is. Can't make it up. I still listen to one of the tracks from the score from the finale of season 2 all the time, actually. I have not gotten to the Penguin yet. At this point, I my commitment to not watching the Penguin, it was Andor was the same thing. I said when the moment's right, I'll watch it. At this point, I might as well hold off on the Penguin until like the Batman 2 trailer drops. Yeah, I mean, I'll get to the Penguin. It's on the list, but there are some other things I'm prioritizing. Am I excited for X-Men 1972? I never finished season 1. So honestly, I don't think I'm that excited for it. I got to check it out, though. I got to finish it, I should say. Have you been watching the World Cup? I watched the U.S. Men's game. Was that last Friday? So that's the only one I've actually sat down and watched. I've followed it loosely on social media other than that. So I've seen highlights, but the only game I've watched was the U.S. game. Did any new Stranger Things news come out on the 10th anniversary? Well, it hasn't happened yet, but I think you mean like, will anything come out? Very well could. Very well could. We got about a month to go. Top 3 Game of Thrones episodes will be Battle of the Bastards, Winds of Winter, and probably season 4 finale. The Children, I think it's called. I would say those are the 3 for me off the top of my head. 4 is such a great season of TV. Genuinely one of the best seasons I've ever seen. If I were to rank seasons of TV, which I've never done, probably never will do, that's too daunting for me. But Game of Thrones season 4 is the best season of Game of Thrones. But predictions, by the way, for 10-year anniversary Stranger Things, probably some merch, maybe something with the first Shadow. I don't know with the Duffer news about them doing that movie if we're going to get a ton about the live action spinoff anytime soon. Top 3 Stranger Things episodes, again, off the top of my head, it would be, in no order, I would have to say Battle of Starcourt, which is the season 3 finale. I would say Dear Billy, and I'd probably go Massacre. Those are the 3 off the top of my head, though. Do I think it will top Oppenheimer? No, I don't. For me, I don't. I don't think so. I think I'm at peace with that. I love Oppenheimer. If it tops Oppenheimer, it is like genuinely, it's probably my favorite movie of the decade if it tops Oppenheimer. Because Oppenheimer is right up there with like Top Gun Maverick. I watched Oppenheimer 3 times in 1 year. I haven't watched it since then, and that doesn't really change anything. Same with like The Batman. I love that movie. It's one of my favorites of the decade. I think some movies just aren't meant to be rewatched a lot. Is that even really a hot take? Like, I know we all put a lot of emphasis on rewatchability. Trust me, there are movies I watch a ton. Like, I watch The Social Network every year without fail. But the frequency with which you go back to a movie should not impact, I guess, your perception of the quality of that movie. I don't watch Schindler's List much at all, but it's a fantastic movie. I've seen Interstellar. I haven't seen Interstellar since 2017. I don't know if you guys knew that. I'm going to watch it again in July because I'm going to watch through Nolan's movies again. But like, there are just certain movies that I think are great, but I don't go back to as much. Oppenheimer, phenomenal. I've seen it 3 times. I love it. I'll watch it again in July. I can't wait. But the Odyssey, yeah, I mean, the Odyssey, I'm very pumped for. It's my most anticipated movie of the year. I genuinely mean that. Last time I ranked him, I think I had Oppenheimer 4 on my Nolan list. It's probably 3 now. It might even be 2. I don't know. I love Oppenheimer. So the Odyssey, I mean, I don't think it's healthy to go in expecting it to be his best movie. I don't think that's healthy for me. I think that would set me up for failure. And so I'm going in level-headed, and we're gonna hope that I love it. Would you rather have Doctor Strange get his trilogy finished or Black Panther? Uh, Probably the character probably Doctor Strange, just because we don't. I mean, like, it's awful what happened with Chadwick, but I just don't think there's enough meat on the bone for another Black Panther film that's led by Letitia Wright Shuri. I'm not that compelled by her. I think if they do they're doing a third Black Panther. We know that. I think it has to involve T'Challa's son aged up. That's just a must, I think. So it could be a whole story about legacy. Um, I think that's what they got to do. That's what they got to do. I know I'm bummed too. I'm like, what are we doing here? My updated prediction, I'm gonna make a video on this soon, is probably like Labor Day weekend, and that's really pushing it too, because that's not that far away. That's like less than 3 months away. I don't know. I'm losing hope. It's coming out this year, but I mean, when? When? I don't recall. Yeah, I've seen all 3 seasons of Ted Lasso. My thoughts on season 4, probably not necessary. 3 was like marketed as the end, and they even had like a finale. Now they're just kind of back, but I'll watch it. I'll watch it, but I'm just not. I'm not really sure why it's happening. Really not. Jake with the super chat says, "Hey man, good to see you. I miss Stranger Things so much. I've been so depressed ever since it ended. Almost 6 months now. Show with my life. Yeah, it's really like there was a real post show depression for a bit there. And obviously, I miss it dearly. But I just rewatched Toy Story 3, and Toy Story 3, movie about change and how it's scary, but it's a necessary part of life, and learning to move on is important. And so, yes, I'll always cherish Stranger Things as well. You can rewatch it whenever we want, but no, it's I feel you. It's definitely was like, what? That's it? We waited for 3.5 years from 4 to 5, and it's over. It wrecked me. It was so sad. But no, I hear you. I hear you. It'll be exciting when we get the live action spinoff, whatever that is. But I know the Duffer Brothers are moving on to other things, and I'm interested to see what stories they tell. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Stranger Things hasn't gone anywhere. Like, yeah, it's not getting a new season. It's over, but like we always have the memories. We always have the show to go rewatch and talk about, and I'll always continue talking about it. So yeah, Stranger Things, it has our hearts forever. Yes, I plan to watch The Bear, but I don't plan to cover it. I might make a short on it, but I don't think I'll make any other videos on it. By the way, let's do a little speed round. Shout out Jay Hayes for modding today, by the way. Brandon about be peak. I hope it's peak. Got my Spidey tickets. Love to hear it, man. Am I excited for Superman Man tomorrow? Drop the Superman. It's cleaner. Not really. And I know I sound like such a DC hater, but it's just how I feel. I thought Superman was fine. I think Supergirl's going to be fine. So no, I'm not really excited for Man of Tomorrow. Let's see. I did see a video of Superman beating up Buzz Lightyear, though. That actually was filmed in Atlanta, though. I know where I went to see Masters of the Universe, and I came out of the movie, and they were filming Superman where I saw the movie. Like, there were cater trucks, there were cranes, lights, security. They were filming it. I don't think we're gonna get Daredevil and Brand New Day because of Daredevil Born Again Season 2's ending. I just don't see it happening. But you never know. I don't know exactly when things take place anymore. I don't know if anyone does. It's kind of an interesting timeline. The shows and movies, where do they land? I don't think we're going to see him. Don't think we're going to see him. I'm going to have to rewatch the trailer. A couple people have mentioned you can kind of see Sadie's face. I got to check it out. I'm sure there's an image circulating the internet with the brightness turned all the way up. Matt's in here. Shout out, Matt. It's a bummer, dude. That's the worst. Being stuck at the airport is the worst. Genuinely. So I hope that the time goes by fast. Got my tickets for Spider-Man. Love it. How's your kitty? He's good. He just turned 2. What a guy. He's chilling. Yeah, he's chilling. He got a tunnel for his birthday, and he loves to run around in it right now. Ewan's in here. Shout out, Ewan. I just watched your Escape Pod episode. That was a fun time back in, I think that was July of 2024. Such a banger. Yeah, well, it was fun. It was a fun time for sure. I think we talked a lot of Stranger Things for sure, but I don't even remember what else we all got into on there. Hope you're doing well, man, by the way. It's been a while. Why did I hate Scream 7 so much? It was just so horribly written, in my opinion. Like, genuinely. It was it was bad. It was bad. It was very lame. I think it has the worst killer reveal in the entire franchise. And I won't spoil it, but it is so dumb. It's frustratingly stupid on rewatch. Yeah, I've seen it twice now, believe it or not. It's so poorly written. Like, that's my answer. It's such a lazily written movie. I've never seen a Secret Life of Pets movie, believe it or not. Never have, so I have no opinion on that. Does Spider-Man have a chance to outgross Doomsday? Maybe, because August is such a dead zone. But I don't know. The Christmas season is insane. Like, look at these Avatar movies. Even the third one, I didn't even see it because I don't care about Avatar. But like, it did numbers still. People like. Here's the thing: from when that movie comes out till about early January, families go to the movies a lot, and especially around Christmas. And of the movies coming out, I'm thinking of families here. I'm not thinking of the common man. I'm thinking of families here. They are going to go in droves, and they're going to say, what do we see? Do we see Dune? Do we see Avengers? Oh, it's over. Do we see Avengers or Jumanji? We see Avengers. So, again, I don't know. I can't speak to the quality of the movie. I just think it's going to be a behemoth, and it doesn't even matter. Like, in my opinion, again, the fatigue element, I get. I totally acknowledge there's a fatigue for some superhero stories right now. But I don't know if it matters with Avengers in the title. Like, none of us do. We're going to find that out at the end of the year in a few months. And I'm looking forward to seeing, like, what is the deal. But Spider-Man still has staying power. And it's been years since we've seen this version of the character. There's still an excitement for that character. So Avengers, I imagine, will as well, especially with the common folk. I know people, especially online, people like to act uninterested in things until that actually comes out. It's a trendy thing to do. And so people probably were like that with Spider-Man. I'm sure people are like, I'm not going to go see Doomsday. If it's Christmas break and your friends say, let's go see this Avengers movie, I doubt you're going to turn them down. If your family's like, we're going to see Avengers, I'm buying the tickets, I can't go see it. You're going to go see it. So I think it's going to do fine. I don't know which one wins, though. I think that I don't know which one wins, to be honest. I don't. I really don't. I think I lean Avengers because of the intrigue. Again, it's kind of like a Force Awakens situation where you just got to see it. Like, you just got to see it. Why is RDJ back? None of us really know. We have to see it. That's why I think Doomsday is going to win, is the intrigue, the curiosity. How quickly would I review The Craving? Faster than a Taco Bell commercial starring Joe Keery. There's some like jokes in these streams that just go way back. Wednesday season 3 predictions. I hope it actually comes out around May of 2027 if the timeline I predicted is correct. I think Enid will be rescued relatively fast. That's my prediction for you right now off the top of my head. They aren't going to have her in werewolf form for too long. I have an idea for a Stranger Things spinoff. Should I write it for fun? Go for it. Full send. Might as well. Have I seen the Backrooms movie? I have not. Dolby is 25 where you are. It's only 16 in Virginia. Yeah. Maybe it was because of the screening I got, but it was kind of expensive. It depends on where you go. Like, this is a theater in Atlanta, and so maybe that's why. But any tips on passing time at this airport? I would say, do you have a show? TV show episodes help the time go by faster. I genuinely mean that. Dude, that is the one I have on repeat. That's the track I have on repeat. I listen to that, and when I go for walks, and it's an out of body experience. Andor is special. It is. It's an anomaly. It is not. Sadly, it's not a sign of what's to come for Star Wars. It was just in a bubble. But man, am I glad we got fed. Game of Thrones theme goes hard. It's rare you're such a big college football fan because most movie people don't care about sports. Go Knowles. Yeah, that's fair, honestly. That's the one sport that I like am actually genuinely passionate about. And even then, I'm still a huge fan. I'm wearing my Georgia shirt right now, but each off season for the past 3 or 4 years, the NCAA and just rules and regulations are trying to ruin the game, like trying to ruin the game. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating. The off season's really frustrating right now. All right. No, I have not seen Obsession yet, but it is on the list, high on the priority list right now. Have you seen Shrinking? I saw it all this year. It's fantastic. I think you would love it. I haven't, but I've heard really good things. I've heard Harrison Ford might even win an Emmy for supporting actor this year. But no, I feel like it's cut from the same cloth as Ted Lasso, so I probably would like it, to be honest with you. That's a good rec. Good rec, Ewan. Favorite song from Popstar, Never Stop, Never Stopping? I don't know if I can say the title. That's my answer. Outer Banks 5 trailer, I would really hope in July. Like, if we don't get it in July, then the earliest we're getting the show is September or even October, which would just be a bummer. A huge bummer. I have not seen remarkably bright creatures yet. Would you ever consider making an updated video ranking the Harry Potter movies from your favorite to least favorite? Certainly, yeah. I mean, I a lot of my ranking videos now. I mean, I've had the channel since June of 2019, and so a lot of my videos are just outdated. Like I need to redo a lot of rankings. So yeah, certainly, I would consider doing it. When is the question? When is the question with ranking things? Because that's just the question. Like Spielberg had a new movie coming out, so I ranked his movies and I timed it around that. There are plenty of rankings I haven't even done. Like I have never done a Tarantino ranking. I've seen all his movies. I know my ranking pretty much, but I mean, I kind of like the idea of saving it for an occasion. And the occasion might be The Adventures of Cliff Booth, which is a Tarantino written film. Yes, I definitely would consider it. So what franchises my new Star Wars ranking is like my definitive one. Like that is my Star Wars ranking for the next 5 years. My other one was from 2019. So that one is outdated. I posted one. I watched all the movies with the context of Andor. That's like where I'm at firmly. My Indiana Jones ranking, definitive Indiana Jones ranking. That's not changing. My MCU ranking I'll do another one later this year. That is kind of an ever-changing thing because of how many movies there are because of the context, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania today, it ages like cheese. It ages like milk. It is not a good movie. And so that just is going to continue to drop as we get more movies because it's like the whole film was setting up Kang the Conqueror and it's leading to nothing. So there are certain things that are just going to age poorly with time that I might have had semi higher. So, sorry for the sirens outside, but yeah, there are certain franchises I want to rank again. Certain ones I will never rank again. Certain ones that, yeah, like I think, like I don't know if I'll rank the Kung Fu Panda movies again. You never know. Sorry about the siren outside, by the way, if you guys can hear that. But yeah, like, what is the next franchise ranking? It's Toy Story. I'm doing it this week. And Pixar. I'll always do an updated Pixar video every time we get a movie. If 2 movies come out in a year, I'll do it with the second one. Because Hoppers came out in March, I knew we were getting Toy Story in June. I decided to hold it until June, so I'll have a Pixar video as well. I'll do a Nolan ranking because I feel like it's warranted. It's been a few years. I'll probably have some updated thoughts. But there are certain franchises, like I'm trying to think of an example. I don't envision myself re-ranking Pirates of the Caribbean. I think I ranked Pirates once. I mean, my ranking is very clear for that. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, those are now clear. Franchises where new things are constantly coming out, it's where it's tough because then it's like more shifts happen. I have very low expectations for Man of Tomorrow. The first one was horrible. I also have low expectations for Supergirl. I don't think Superman was horrible. I thought it was solid, but it's solid to fine. But no, I don't think it's not easy haters in my opinion. Yeah, I think it's overhyped. But again, a lot of people don't love it either. So maybe it isn't overhyped. But I mean, yeah, there are people online who think it is like one of the best movies ever. Genuinely, especially superhero movies. I'm not at all on board with that. I'm actually good. I haven't talked about Superman in a while, and I'm going to get this off my chest. More power to you. I know I have Jacob. I know loves Superman. People love Superman. I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying my stance on this one thing in the movie. The middle act of the film is cheesy. It's silly. It's ridiculous. If that was put into any other movie, actually, I think people would tear it to shreds. I think that it's an instance of, I think there's like a pixelated river, feels like something out of Quantumania. I don't know. I vividly remember saying, even like, if that was in an Ant-Man movie, I think it would get torn to shreds. It was just like the middle act of the movie is so ridiculous and forgettable to me. No, I do think Corn Sweat's a great Superman, though. I'm hopeful that this new movie's I like more, but we'll see. Woody or Buzz Lightyear? I think I lean Buzz Lightyear by a hair. With Toy Story 5, I think I give Buzz the slight edge. But I'm not confident in that. I think both are great. It's tough, though. By the way, if you guys are in here, hit that like button. Helps out tremendously, especially if you're here on the replay. And Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee I get your question, comment, concern, because I will not be able to get to every single question. I would totally watch a Gambit special presentation or a Gambit movie. I think he deserves that. Yeah, he was one of the best parts of Deadpool, Wolverine. I'm more hyped for Spider-Man than Doomsday. I don't even know if that's a hot take, because I mean, after the trailers and knowing, I think there's a guarantee of quality with Brand New Day that isn't guaranteed with Doomsday. So I totally hear you out, and I might even agree with you right now. I'm kind of getting salty about this Doomsday marketing. What are we doing? Obviously, everyone's going to see the movie, but like, come on now. You got to drop a trailer still. Do I collect the Legos? I wouldn't say I'm a collector, but I have some sets. I want my first watch of Breaking Bad? What? That's crazy. Hope you enjoy the ride. I know it's early, but I hope you make some more Halloween fall videos this year. I hope so too. I love that period of the year. I think it's my favorite time of year without question. The fall, the colder weather, the leaves change colors, football. Come on. I can't see Wednesday going past 3. Thoughts? I think it'll go 4 or 5. That's kind of the MO of a lot of Netflix shows right now, but I don't know how long they can go. I don't know how long Jenna Ortega wants to do it, but it is like her only steady job. So it's huge for Netflix. I think they do one. I think 3 is not the last. I think they do at least 4. 4 or 5 will be the end. I think 4 more likely will be the end. 10 favorite shows. I don't know off the top of my head. That's too stressful. I would say obviously Stranger Things. I would put Game of Thrones in there. I would put Seinfeld, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I would put probably Cobra Kai sneaks into the top 10. You got plenty of other shows I could think of. That's just tough off the dome. Real difficult for me. Succession's in there. Peaky Blinders might sneak in after I recently watched it. Don't know for sure, though. I have seen the live action Alvin and the Chipmunks, the first one, and I think the second one, but I didn't see the third. Chipwrecked? I never saw Chipwrecked. At this point, no, I don't think Tarantino is going to make a 10th movie. I think Tarantino's done. I think the industry changed enough for him to step away, and he's kind of just become not bitter, but kind of like, I think he's a little sour about the fact that he ever made those comments, and that Hollywood is not just his last movie, but he can just make it his last movie. He's kind of, he's technically made 10 movies. Like, I don't understand. I know that to him, he's like, Kill Bill is one movie, and I hear that. I think Lord of the Rings is like one movie, but it's 3 movies. Like Kill Bill, Volume 1, Volume 2, released separately. They're different movies. I know they're part of one. You could do the whole bloody affair thing. I understand that. But it's like he did this to himself. No one was like, dude, you can only make 10 in your life. Like, it's self-inflicted. So he can easily get out of it and say, actually, I've made 10 movies. I've made 10. Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, Kill Bill 1, Kill Bill 2, Bastards, Death Proof. You got Django, Hateful Eight, and then Hollywood. It's 10 movies. problem solved. So it's kind of on him. It's on him at this point. He's just kind of being, I don't even know what to call him. He's being like, yeah, he's just kind of being bitter and sour. I don't know. No Diet Dr. Pepper today. I already had some earlier, so I was like, I should probably chill on that. Pizza time. What Stranger Things actor are you most excited to see in future movies? I would say Sadie Sink is up there, but David Harbour, just to see what he's capable of. And then it was fun to see Gaten in Pizza Movie. I hope he gets more opportunity. He's going to be an octet with to Lin-Manuel Miranda film with like Amanda Seyfried, Rachel Zegler, a few other musical people. I have not seen Nirvana the Band the Show the movie. I will ask you, and do I have to see Nirvana the Band the Show to enjoy the movie? Because that is why I have not watched the movie. But I've seen clips. It seems like it's right up my alley. Let me know what you think. Keep Watch Burn. I'm not doing this one. It's too much. It's too much. Can't do it. I will do it anyway. Screw it. I'm going to keep Stranger Things. It has my heart. It's my favorite show. The nostalgia, the memories, there's nothing about it. Like, there's nothing like it to me. Especially the best of that show. It's got to be kept. I have to be able to watch that. That's the comfort show of all those. I then have to, I guess I watch Breaking Bad. Which, by the way, someone asked favorite shows. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul are on there. I just forgot to mention it. Breaking Bad is a must-watch, and then I'll burn Game of Thrones because of the ending. I don't have great expectations for this movie because Andy Serkis is directing. He's not that great of a director. He did like that Jungle Book movie I never saw, but he also did Venom 2 or 3 or both. Maybe Venom 3, which was bad. So I don't know if Serkis is the guy to be directing. Kind of concerned. Why 10 movies? Self-inflicted, man. I don't know what it is. He's weird like that. I don't know what it is. I really don't. He made some statement years ago and was like, I'm doing 10 movies because I want to go out on top. Well, Quentin, I got news for you, man. It's been since 2019 since your last movie. He probably still has it in him, but you might just need to let it go at this point. He's not going to have a movie next year. He hasn't even started filming. So the earliest we're getting a Tarantino movie is 2028 at this point. So nearly 10 years after the last one. It's like, dude, what are we doing? You know what I mean? I hear you, Gavin, about that Tarantino comment. Do I have streaming apps? Yeah, I have pretty much all the services. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Peacock, all of them. You do not have to watch the show. Matt actually said that it's best for people to go into the movie completely blind. The show is amazing, but the film is next level. Noted. That's good to know. That takes a little bit of the pressure off then. Because I've seen clips from it. I'm like, that seems like something I would like, And I really like Blackberry, which Matt Johnson directed. And I think he's doing the Bourdain biopic as well. What are your predictions for Best Actor? For me, I think it'll be Gosling, Jafar Jackson, and Timothy for Dune. I would say it's probably going to be Tom Cruise for the new Iñárritu movie. I would say I could see Gosling sneaking in. Is Jafar Jackson getting nominated? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. Who else? There was one up there that I was like, maybe. There's some big ones I'm forgetting Sebastian Stan for Fjord, apparently great. Like there are movies like that where like right now it's easy to say these three from some of the big movies of the year. I don't think Gosling's going to be nominated though, probably. He'll probably be like on the outside looking in. He'll get nominated for a Golden Globe, but it'll end up being like Sebastian Stan for Fjord. Someone will sneak in there that none of us have talked about. Tom Cruise will probably get a nom, and then like maybe Jafar Jackson, but I don't think Timmy's getting nominated. I don't know. My reasoning is very simple. I like Timmy, by the way. I think he should have won. I think it was robbery. He didn't win for Marty Supreme. I've said that on the channel. I stand by it. He should have won. He was the best performance of the year, but he will not get. He won't win for Dune because he's already played the character twice, And that sounds like silly, but I promise you that's probably what the Academy's thinking. They're like, oh, he's already done this twice. That's probably what they're thinking. That's just how they are. Like, so I try and get in their brains when I think about these predictions, and I think that's what's going to end up happening. Absolutely not. I don't think there will be another Disclosure Day 2. I don't know what they would do with it, and I just think that my answer is a strong no on that. I will certainly watch season 5 of The Bear. Comes out next week, I want to say. I'll be honest, I don't give an F about Tarantino's 10th movie or him in general. His constant whining about modern movies and attacking actors lost some interest. Yeah, he's kind of just whiny now, complains a bunch. It's like, just go make a movie, dude. Like, no one here is like putting pressure on you. He's kind of become an outcast in a way, and I love a lot of his movies. Haven't rewatched any of his movies since probably 2023, 2022. I used to watch him a lot more, especially in college with friends. But yeah, whatever, man. Whatever it is with him, he's isolated himself. Like, I don't understand, genuinely. Do you have any ideas for a Spider-Man candle? When I think Spider-Man, I think of you could do like a Spider-Man summer thing. You could do like a firecracker popsicle. Like, I feel like there was at the ice cream truck growing up, there was like a Spider-Man ice popsicle that was like red, white, and blue. You could do something like that. But like when I think Spider-Man, I think of cherry. I think of cherry when I think of Spider-Man for whatever reason. I don't think she could play Iron Man's daughter. I don't. Because of, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. Was there a deleted scene with Morgan and she didn't have red hair? And I know that hair color can be changed, but let me know if I'm wrong on that. I don't think she'd be Iron Man's daughter. I like the theory of her being Mayday Parker, but I think that's probably, probably not the case. Movies or shows more. I think movies are more accessible on a daily basis, but an elite TV show beats an elite movie. I think finding like a great generational TV show there's nothing better than that. But on a more consistent basis, it's much easier and less stress to just watch a movie. Oh, I'm going to throw it on for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then it's it. That's the complete story. Let me take a sip of water real quick. And then we'll probably go for 10 or 15 more minutes and then wrap it up. Would you ever do a watch of all Stephen King based movies? No way. I don't think I could. It's just such a commitment. I've seen a good bit of them, but there are so many. I just don't think I could. I mean, never say never, but it's not something I aspire to do. How about that? Like, I always wanted to watch all of Spielberg's filmography because I wanted to. I will finish my Disney watch through of their animated films. I'm very close to that. Probably pick it back up at some point this year. So I'm going to. It's just, for Stephen King, honestly, dude, it's not something that I'm like looking forward to right now or aspire to do. I know he's made a lot of schlock too. Not him, but filmmakers who adapted his work. I never checked out Sentimental Value. I heard good things though. Well, awesome, Hunter. I hope that goes well, dude. It looks like you got a little collection there. You could showcase that. People like collections. It's a good way to introduce yourself as well. We got a super chat, 2 of them. First from Josh. Hope you're doing well, man. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. The irony of Sadie Sink going from a show about a girl with psychic powers to probably playing one of the most famous characters with psychic powers is funny, isn't it? It certainly is. Yeah, certainly. I would love it if that was the case. I am really rooting for her to be Jean Grey. It feels all but confirmed by Sony and Marvel at this point. I think she's going to be here. She's got to be, right? You don't just cast Sadie Sink as, girl from college. The MCU has done that before where they just waste actors. Walton Goggins plays Sonny Birch in Ant-Man and the Wasp, like some generic like FBI agent type guy. Why? Bill Murray is in Quantumania. Like the list goes on and on of like just great actors who just play. Like Lawrence Fishburne is in Like I just keep picking out Ant-Man movies because maybe that they're the only they're the main offenders of this. But no, it is interesting, and I hope that she is Jean Grey. I'm hopeful for it. It seems like she is. Easton says, when are you finishing Rewind? Keep up the great work. Yeah, great question. Rewind is a series I do on Patreon, deep dive into Stranger Things. Been on hiatus, literally I'm aware of that. Gotta finish it. Gotta finish it soon. It's not to put the blame on this, but I am in the throes of wedding planning with Cam right now, and so that's kind of taking up a lot of the extra time when we would be filming Rewind and other things for Patreon. And so I have a Patreon update video coming in time, talking shop over there. But yeah, I got to finish it. We finished Vol 1. We got to do Vol 2 now. I guess Vol 2 and Vol 3, which is just 4 episodes total. Appreciate the super chat, though. What's your main theory for Brand New Day? I don't know if I really have one other than it seems like Jean Grey is manipulating Peter, and I actually am kind of not theorizing a lot intentionally here. Love to hear it. More positivity surrounding this movie that I have yet to see. Who's your favorite How to Train Your Dragon character? I'm trying not to be basic here, but it's pretty hard to not be. It's like very clearly Hiccup and Toothless. I think that duo is the best duo in all of DreamWorks animation. Yeah, Digger comes out later this year with Tom Cruise, might win an Oscar, from Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu. Hello from the UK. Hello there. Chris, what are your top films that need to go into the Criterion Collection? I would say I got to go to my letterbox for this. Honestly, dude, there's so many films that could be put on Criterion. Let me just look for you. Let me take a gander. I would say, as silly as this might sound, I actually think The Social Network deserves a Criterion release. Genuinely believe that with my full heart. I would say that would be like the most modern one I would want to add on there in terms of old school stuff. The Great Escape is on there. This is a throwback. I don't know if it's even prestige enough, but I'm just going to say it anyway. There's an old film called Where Eagles Dare, and I haven't seen it since I was a young lad, but I remember being very intrigued by it. And Clint Eastwood's in it, and I forget the main actor, but it's like a war film. But I think that would be really cool to get a release, because I don't know if you can even buy that movie physically right now. Don't know if that's the vibe of what Criterion want to add or not, but I mean, you never know. You never know. Super Chat here says, hey, have you been watching the World Cup? I watched the U.S. game versus Paraguay the other day, but I haven't checked out much other than highlights. I've been following along, seeing the scores, seeing, highlight plays. I'll try to watch most of the U.S. games, though. Do you have a favorite Jim Carrey movie? Mine is The Truman Show. Mine is also The Truman Show. I think it is his best film for sure. It's on the list, my friend. Trust me. I think I will like it when I check it out. Sadie was great in Fear Street. True that. Fear Street 1978, the best of the three. Name 5 James Cameron Avatar characters. Go. Sully. Is that even his name? Sullivan? No, I'm thinking of Monsters, Inc. Jake Sully. That's his name. Hold on. I just got a tweet that says first look at Sadie Sink in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And you can see her face. It's lit up. You can see her eyes. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Nate, I know I'm not an Avatar fan, for those who don't know. Here's what I got, genuinely. I'm going to take this seriously. Spider, Neytiri, Jake Sully. That's all I got for you. Sigourney Weaver. And the dude from Don't Breathe. Oh, man. That's funny. Too funny. If you were to have written Stranger Things 5, would you have gone down the same storyline as Duffers, or how would you have finished the series? I would have tried to avoid the long time jump, the 18-month time jump between season 4 and 5, and just said, screw it. I know they look a little older, but just go with it. And I would have opened on that hillside to make the season have more immediate stakes and make it closer in connection to 4 and 5. That's what I would have changed. That's the biggest change I would have made. Is make it more of a direct follow-up right on that hillside we open up. And like that first episode is like there are like one-shot sequences with the score going crazy. And it's like then in that episode, demos are coming in Hawkins or something like that would have been nuts. I did pre-order this months ago, so that's true. We're all getting this next month if you pre-ordered it. It's gonna be hype. Why are your comments off on your Brain Aid? I didn't know they were. Are my comments off on that video? Let me check. I didn't realize they were. How do I fix that? Interesting. I'll have to look into it. I didn't know they were off. It looks like there are comments on the video, so I don't know. Weird. I did hear they're doing a Call of Duty movie. I think it'll make bank. I think it'll make bank. Much like if they ever make a Fortnite movie. Let's see. Are my comments off in that video? That has me concerned as if I have done something wrong. I need to check that out real quick. Hold on. No, it looks like people are still commenting on it. Cool. All right. Let's see. Yes, I think Call of Duty is going to make a lot of money. My Oscar picks right now are Gosling and I don't know how to say the girl's name from Obsession. Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't think Ryan Gosling's going to win. Right now, though, I see what you're saying. At this point in the year, yeah, probably the best performance I've seen is Gosling. I don't think he's going to win or maybe not even be nominated, which is crazy to say. I know he might, but it depends on the campaign. None of it really matters. Like it doesn't matter. If he campaigns well, they could win. I think last year was proof of that. I will not be doing a breakdown of the Brainer Day trailer. Do I think Pattinson will cook as Bruce Wayne? Yes, I can't wait to see him as Bruce Wayne. Okay, cool. Glad to hear. I was like, what did I do? For the comments there. I've seen like an episode or two of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I never could get into it. I never could. The Extremis, is that what it's called from Iron Man 3? I remember that was like a big plot point in one of the early episodes. So I remember that, but I haven't seen much of it. Declan says, will you ever come around to the Game of Thrones ending? Probably not. I just think it's unforgivable how rushed it was, and the ultimate resolution of the story just kind of feels wrong. It feels a little bit disingenuous to me as well. So, it's tough, but what can you do? What can you do? If Stranger Things had a crossover episode, who do you think would get along? Who would get along? I would say I think Dimitri would really hit it off with, or excuse me, I think Dustin would really hit it off with the Binary Bros. And I think Lucas and Miguel would be good buds. And then I think Johnny and Hopper might have some fun together. All right, we'll go a couple more minutes here. So fire off any last minute questions. If you have one that I haven't answered that you want to guarantee I can answer, Super Chat's the way to go. Any support over there means a lot. Other than that, we're going to wrap it up here in a few minutes because I got to run. I got some things I got to take care of. Thoughts on 24 Jump Street finally getting made? Hallelujah. I mean, I thought it would never happen. It's one of the sequels I've said for years that we need. The only one I've wanted more is National Treasure 3. So we're finally going to have a Jump Street trilogy. I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope that it's on par with 1 and 2. I think that's one of the best comedy duologies we've ever gotten. Thoughts on if they did Deathstroke in the Matt Reeves Batman series? I would probably still try and get Joe Manganiello. Is that how I say his name? He was such a perfect Deathstroke, and then the DC universe wasted him, unsurprisingly. But yeah. What's the biggest what if in television history? I don't know. What if, I mean, this goes back, generations. Or what if in television history? Like a what if in terms of like what could this show have been, or what if as in like if this happened in this show, what would have happened, I guess the biggest what if is what if Game of Thrones season 7 and 8 What if Game of Thrones season 8 wasn't the final season? So what if they actually did 9 seasons like they should have and made them all 10 episodes? That's my big what if. I think Obsession gets nominated for Best Picture, original screenplay, and supporting actress. I don't know what movie gets most nominations. Yeah, I think the movie it'll lead nominations has not come out yet. That's how it usually goes for me. I mean, Sinners was an anomaly last year. That was April. I think a lot of movies that come out in the back half are just going to get some love. Pillion. I'll take note of that. A24's Pillion. Haven't heard of it until right now. Favorite book to movie adaptation? I liked Project Hail Mary quite a bit. It's one of the first times in a long time where I actually read the book right before the movie came out. So that's just freshest on the mind. I haven't watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms yet, but I've heard it's great. I've heard it's great from multiple people who kind of were in on the end of Game of Thrones even. So it's interesting. What 3 movie characters would you take on an adventure? I'm going to do this as the last one. I think this is a fun one to end the stream on, but I appreciate all you for asking all your questions all stream. What 3 movie characters would you take with you on an adventure? You got to have Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, if adventure has a name, it must be Indiana Jones. I want to have Doc Brown in there as well. I feel like he could add to the comedy of the situation, and we need some brains in the group. And then I would go with... This is going to make a lot of you laugh probably, but I think I'm going to take... You ready? Are you ready? I think I'm going to take Remy from Ratatouille. I want to have a chef with me. Oh, that would be legendary. That would be legendary. But no, that's a good one to end the stream on here. Oh, shoot. Shout out Shannon. Hope all's well with you, dude. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Hope your Wildcats are treating you well. And I don't know if you're watching college baseball, but Georgia might. They have to beat Oklahoma twice, but they might make a run here. You never know. No, hope all's well, dude. Can't wait for college football season. And we'll throw one more in there. I saw the profile pic. I said we'll do it. Best gangster film of all time to me personally is probably the one that everyone would say The Godfather or The Godfather Part 2, but I am going to shout out The Departed, which is more of like a mob. Departed for modern day, old school. Got to go with those. Goodfellas in the conversation too. But that's going to do it. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate if you're in here live, if you're on the replay, if you hit the like button. If you did any of that stuff, thank you for stopping in. It was a fun stream as always. Appreciate y'all on the replay. I know that a lot of you are asleep across the pond right now, so thank you for checking it out after the fact. But hit that like button. Even if you're watching on the replay, it helps out tons. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for the questions, all that. It was a great stream. Stay tuned for lots of Pixar videos coming soon. Toy Story ranking, Pixar updated ranking. Got some fun stuff coming down the line, so be on the lookout for that. But that is going to do it. Thank you guys as always. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.